let's say, you know, God forbid, that Ken Paxton would win, and he gets indicted. Now, at that point, I mean, he's admitted to it essentially by paying, you know, would he lose his law license? What's the recourse? Like, we do not want a criminal being our lead justice guy.
This is, I think this is, you do not have to be a lawyer to be the Attorney General. I was always surprised to learn that. Yeah.
Shouldn't have to be a lawyer. You have to have a lawyer.
So that part, losing his law license. But I do believe if he was convicted of a felony, he would not be, he could not serve anymore, so he would then be disqualified, and then the governor at that point, whether it's Wendy Davis or Greg Abbott, would have to appoint someone into his place.
No, I just, because I talk to these people and I'm gonna vote R no matter what. I'm like, you realize you have somebody that's a criminal, you know, on your ticket, and
That doesn't bother someone.
no.
That makes you sad, you know.
I have one more question, Shelley.
Kelly?
I have a question about what the AG's office would be able to do about the at-risk border children, and maybe currently what is.
Right. I'm not grimacing. I'm just thinking about how that would apply to the AG's office.
Well, actually, I see all the resolutions popping up locally all around, and they make us look bad, really bad.
Good point. Yeah.
And so I'm just wondering if there's anything that can come down, you know, from up top, saying that, you know,
Well,
we have a unified message for the state regarding these children who are at no fault, you know? And I would love to know who's actually speaking on their behalf.
Well, what I've always said about the children, from an AG perspective, what is important for me is that if there's policies and procedures in place, that the federal government, because really, this is all a federal issue, quite frankly. A lot of the border security is a federal issue, and we hear a lot about that. But my job as Attorney General would be to ensure that all people are treated fairly, and that the policies and procedures are in place for these children, whether you like them or not, that they get the process that they're due. And that ends up, that's probably why some of their, and again, that, you know, what I've been reading is that that's kind of starting to ebb a little bit, and they're not it's not as dire a situation as it was. But however they come over here, and for the next one, if I'm the Attorney General, my position is always going to be clear on this. Wherever you come from, whatever you are entitled to what the law does to protect you. And I won't tolerate, as the Attorney General and the key law enforcement officer of the play, people trying for whatever reason outside of the system or inside the system, trying to take those rights away from anybody. And now that might be a situation, because I don't know what's all going to go on down at the border, what's going to happen with, you know, private groups, but that's something that I would take a very serious, you know, investigatory role in, or what role I could is that making sure that everybody that in this country, that's here in this country, that they get the process that's due to them and for them. And that applies a little bit to the children too.
All right, well, I
Not
want
very
to
much
thank
to children,
you for
probably.
coming.